Hi friends, Jordan Emily here, and for today's lesson, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite simple eye makeups that really make your eyes pop. Whether you're brand new or you've been doing makeup for a while, this routine and my 3 rules that I'm going to show you with eye makeup is very simple and anyone can do it. I have a nice, fresh, clean face. I'm going to pull back my hair real quick. I'm going to bring my mirror just a little bit closer because your girl is blind. Bring this close. I always love starting off with a fresh, clean face, and I love going in with eye makeup first before I do any of my other face makeup. The first step in my eye routine that I love doing is eyebrows. I'm going in with a brow gel. This is the Kosas Clear Brow Gel. I'm just gonna be taking a little bit of this, gently applying it to my eyebrows and going in more of an uplifted, fluffy motion. I love my eyebrows, but I do have a couple of spots that I always love to fill in. With filling in brows, I like to play a game of filling in the lines. I'm gonna make a line for myself first with my brow and then fill it in using short, fast strokes. I'm gonna be taking the Glossy A eyebrow pencil in cool dark brown. Eyebrows are not twins, they're sisters. They're never gonna look the same. I'm gonna try to make them look as similar as possible with eyebrows, especially in this inner corner right here where it's kind of bald. I like to make a little line for myself, kind of like a guideline. Using very short and very fast kind of motions, this allows me more control when filling out my brows. After I kind of establish a little line that I want to follow, from that line, I'm gonna do the same short little strokes, but following where the hair grows. For example, on this side, my hair is growing in an upward kind of this way motion. So I'm gonna start from the bottom of the line I just created and go in an upward stroke motion. This tail, I accidentally plucked it a little bit too much. It shortens, and this one is nice and long and pretty. So I want this one to match that one. I'm actually just gonna do more of a flicking motion to really extend that tail and to get it nice and sharp. Now we got a little bit of our eyebrows done. That's honestly the easy part. So if you're already this far, you're doing great. You can do the rest. We're always gonna prep our eyes just like we prep our skin, and I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Original. This one is one of my favorites. I've been using this one since I was 16 when I first discovered makeup, and I still use it on all of my clients at Sephora. It is a game changer. It helps control oil on your eyelids so it doesn't break down the eyeshadow, and it also creates a nice tacky base for that color to stick. I'm just gonna take my handy dandy ring finger and blend that all in. Get it all over your eyelid, and I'll even get it on my lashes too, because then it'll help the mascara stick. This next step is optional. I always love applying concealer to the base of my eyelids just because it helps create a nice even base, hiding any vein colors or any uneven tones that I might have. I'm gonna be using the Kosas concealer today to line my eyelids. I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer and apply that generously on my lids. Then I'm going to take a flat brush like so and blend that all out. When I get up to my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using the corners of the flat brush to outline my eyebrows. After I got that all done, if I want to blend out anything a little bit more, I'll just take my finger and blend it out. I personally always love doing the steps, even on my natural eye makeup looks, because I feel like it gives a nice clean canvas for the eyeshadow to lay on top of, and it really gets those colors to pop. So you get the most out of your eyeshadow color. After I got my concealer all set, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a translucent powder and pack that all onto my lid. This helps the concealer set so it won't move. Now we're going in with our eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna be using one eyeshadow palette today, and that is the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyeshadow Palette. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes because I just love all of the colors that they have. This is gonna be more of a warm tone eyeshadow palette, which I love using on my day-to-day, everyday looks because I wanna be more sun-kissed and more bronzy. Eyeshadow placement can be a big old mess, especially if you don't know where you're placing it. My 3 simple rules are these 3 zones: crease, outer corner, and lid. So your crease is gonna be this fold right here that your eye naturally has. Or if you were to poke yourself in the eye, you would feel kind of where your brow bone and your eye socket are. That's gonna be your crease. Your outer lid is gonna be this little outer corner right here. That's where typically you want to place the darker colors to add in the most depth. And then your lid right here, this is typically where you want to place the brighter colors so it adds light to your face and opens your eye up. I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. This is going to be my transition shade or my lightest shade, and I'm going to sweep that all over my crease. How I like to do that is I always like to start off in my outer corner, or I like to call it my little triangle right here. Pack that color in. Once you've established enough color that you like, then I like to blend it out using windshield wiper motions or tiny little circles. So after I got a good amount of color on my eye and I'm happy with that transition color, then I'm gonna go in with my next darker shade. I'm gonna be going in with a smaller, more fluffy brush. This is so it can be a little bit more concentrated. And I'm gonna be taking the next darker shade just right next to it. This is gonna go right into my outer corner. So I'm gonna do the same method that I did with the transition shade. I'm gonna pack that color all into that outer corner. But this time when blending it, I don't want to bring it up past the transition shade. So with my blending, I'm definitely keep it very smaller and more precise. Still the same motions, that windshield wiper and little tiny circles. Honestly, man, the longest part of this is blending everything out. Eye makeup is definitely a lot of patience, and you just have to keep doing those little motions. It'll blend out eventually. I'm really happy with that color. I'm not trying to go too extreme because this is more of a soft glam look, and I'm not trying to go super heavy. Switching brushes one last time, we're gonna go in with a smaller fluffy brush. You're gonna take that outer corner little triangle and you're gonna split that triangle in half, and you're gonna place the darkest shade on the bottom closest to your lash line. I'm gonna go in with this really dark brown right here, get a little bit of that. Same thing, pack that color in first to establish connection and then blend it out. There we go. Those are my 3 rules and 3 zones that I like to follow when trying to add depth into my crease. This will help open up your eye a little bit more and just give it more shape and color. After I got that all done, my favorite part that I love to do, shimmers. So I'm gonna be taking this kind of like rosy gold one in the center right here, using my finger because the oils on my fingers will actually help place the pigment a little bit more so you get more pop. Me, again, I love a good sparkly eye, so I'll actually kind of take a little bit and I'll drag it up kind of towards my brow bone. That is totally optional if you want to do that. I just love doing it because I just feel like it highlights my brow bone a little bit more, and I just want people to see my glitter. That's it. After I got all my sparkles done, I actually like taking a little bit of a brown liner and lining my lash line a little bit more. So I love using brown because black sometimes can be a little harsh. So I personally will go in with a brown liner. I love using the one from Kat Von D. It's her Tattoo Brown Liner. Look down into my mirror, and I'm gonna start from my inner corner, taking the sharpest point of my felt tip liner and just drawing a really easy, simple straight line, keeping very close to my lash line. I feel like just adding a little bit of eyeliner helps pop my eye a little bit more. I'm gonna give my lashes a good little curl. Now that opens up your eye. This next part is totally optional as well, but I love going in with a little half lash. I feel like this helps elongate my eye a little bit more and pop it open. I just love what a good lash does. To blend my real lashes with the false ones, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a mascara. I'm going to be using the Ribbon Whipped Lash by Too Faced. This one's going to definitely give you more of a very long lash, more than a thick one. And that's something that I'm looking for because I already have thick lashes and I want them to blend in with the length of the false ones. The power of lashes. I swear, I feel like if you just give me my lashes and my sparkly eyes and my gloss, I'm cool, I'm chilling. I could walk out of here a happy camper. After I get my lashes on, if I feel like I want a little bit more color, and I think I do, just to kind of smoke it up and zhuzh it up a little bit, I'm gonna take a small little fluffy brush. I'm not gonna go in with my darkest shade, I'm gonna go in with the shade darker from the transition. And there we go. With eye makeup, I'm constantly looking at it and reassessing. Do I want to add more? Do I want to add less? Usually the answer is always more. I'm very shy with my eye makeup sometimes just because I don't want to go overboard because I have a very small hooded eye. After this part in my eye makeup, I'll do all of my face makeup and then I'll go underneath my eyes. I'm just gonna do that right now for you guys, but I'm gonna go a little bit underneath my waterline with the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown pencil. And with this pencil, I always love to do just a little line on the outer corner of my bottom lash line. Adding this, I feel like helps kind of define a nice, good little shape for my eye. Adding that step, I would do more for of a nighttime look more than a daytime. For my everyday work, I would probably go a little bit less with the brown and not do the under eyeliner. Last but not least, more shimmers. This is my favorite part. I always love taking a little bit of highlighter and I'll highlight my brow bone. And then I'm also gonna highlight the inner corner of my eye. I always love adding a nice good little pop of shimmer into the inners of my corners because the light is gonna bring attention to that part of your eye and it's gonna help open it up. So I always love adding spots like that because then I feel like it helps just broaden your eye a little bit more. And that's it, your beginner friendly soft glam eye makeup look. That's still a little bit of pop, but really cute and wearable for every day. And if you're struggling with any of your makeup at home, please comment down below what you're struggling with. I'd love to do a video and dive deep and give you some of my professional tips on how to fix your makeup. If you found this video helpful, please give a like and subscribe to this channel for more makeup education. And just remember, confidence comes from understanding, and I'm here to teach you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.